Ooh, here we are, guys. Babblin.
Hello,
All right.
welcome back.
Bit of a
How you
delayed
doing? You
one,
alright?
though. Yeah, I've
Been a
been good.
week or so,
Mm.
Yeah.
but we're back.
Better late than never, eh?
Well, three-quarters of us are back.
Yeah.
Ben's just got some stuff to deal with, but we hope he's doing good, and he will be back with us, back on routine next week. So,
Come back soon, Ben.
but yeah, come back soon.
He'll be
Hey,
back.
Babblin, what about you? You can't spell Babblin without B. And what does Ben begin with? B.
B.
So
It
it's
just makes
Babblin.
sense.
Now
Yeah.
it's Babblin, yeah.
Mm.
Well, what's been happening? Pubs reopened yesterday as of 6 a.m.
The pubs are back, everybody.
I don't know who's gone to the pub
Come
at
on
6
down to the pub. Yeah, I heard that people were queuing.
Yeah.
Apparently, people are queuing up outside the pubs.
Well-
It sounds like a riot. I won't lie.
The thing with the pubs, weren't they supposed to be following these like strict rules? And then it seems like it's just gone out the window because
Have you
I
seen
know
Soho in London?
no.
Mm.
Oh, it's awful.
It was
Yeah,
on Twitter, weren't it?
Yeah. Well, I saw
Yeah.
it on Instagram as well. It's horrific. It's
So
like you'd never think social distancing was ever like considered to the nation in the first place. Everyone in Soho was just like
You know what it takes?
together.
Big
And there
crowds.
was one person who was talking to a news reporter, and they just said, "Look, we know we're not social distancing, but it's fun." And it's like, wow.
Oh, here comes your second wave, everybody.
But
Why would
yeah, I
you
mean-
say that? Yeah, it's fun when you're like dying. You know, that
Yeah,
you
it's
your
like-
gran and everything.
Look
Like,
how much
nice
fun I'm
one, lad.
having with a
There was
fucking
a photo. There was a photo of like a crowd of people with all their like beers and happy. And there was just one guy in the middle with a mask on, and I saw a tweet where it's like the one person respecting the NHS, and it's so true. I mean,
I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's just because it's Britain or anything, but how the fuck can all these pubs open? And let's be honest, after you've had a few drinks, your arm's going to be around your mate. You're going to be right in the face. And then,
Oh, yeah,
then there's
100%.
like certain cinemas are still not open, and the gyms aren't open.
Yeah.
Those are things aren't still open, and this fucking pub's open. Like, it's a beer necessary. I mean, I love a beer, like with socialising and all, but come on.
it's
I've
just
got to
like
wonder though. I've got to wonder, like, if you were to head back to the pub at that 6 a.m. opening time, which again, like I said, I'd be very amazed for people who want to go out at 6 a.m. for a beer.
Bit sad, isn't it?
I'm just looking on Lab Bible right now. Bristolian Martin Sherrill, 63, queued from 8 a.m. and said he barely slept since Boris Johnson announced that pubs could open. This was a few days ago. His drink of a choice after over 3 months.
Oh, best be good.
Magnus cider.
Magnus cider. It tastes like cactus, man.
even I wouldn't go for a Magnus. Bloody hell!
Come on,
I mean,
Fuck,
well, I
mate.
mean, considering
God.
we've had what 2.5, 3 months to not go to the
And you
pub.
pick a fucking Magnus. When you got Recorder, Copperberg,
Dark fruit.
dark fruits is all right.
What would you boys pick then?
Copperberg.
Your first drink after 2.5 months of? Well, I say
drink.
sobriety, but you probably.
I
drank.
would have had Copperberg mixed fruit on drink.
Yeah, I'd have to pick something with decent flavour. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably pick like an old mount, like a passion fruit kiwi type flavour, something quite tropical. I mean, you could go in and have a
Interesting.
shit Carling, couldn't you? But I mean, mate, like, why would you wait 3 months for the taste of them?
I mean, we could pull it back to our very first episode and say pictures. Go for a picture.
Yeah, cocktail pictures,
I mean,
yeah.
like I said then, I'm not really that familiar with the different types of pitchers, but
Yeah.
they
We're
do
quite
it.
easy with cocktails.
Yeah,
To be fair.
they
Every
hit
time
the
we used to go
spot.
out,
Yeah.
and I'd have a picture, and I'd be like, "Trust me with it," and you're like, "Yeah, cool. You were fair game."
Yeah.
I don't see you get pictures, so it's like I don't really see you get your cocktails, so it's like okay, fair enough.
I'll have a couple double rums.
Have a cider, then move on to double rums or vodka.
I'm not a beer person though. I don't. Really
Yeah,
like
I'm with
beer.
you, Nathan. I can't do beer or.
I have beer when I'm out with my dad and my family and that. But when I was at uni, it mainly consisted of usually just went straight into spirits.
Yeah, it's just spirits at uni, isn't it?
Spirits are the best way to get there quick,
stuff.
you know.
It's cheap as well. Buy yourself I don't know, let's say 10 to 15 quid. If you're sharing it between two, it's like cheap as shit. Get some like cheap ass Coke or whatever. Good to go, ain't you, for the night?
Did you ever go to the Bookers in Coventry?
No, what's that?
Nah. Where's that?
You know what Costco is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Booker is pretty much the same principle where you can only sign up if you work with certain businesses, and it's it's one of those stock places where you can buy stuff in like unmasked stock. And in first year uni, I lived with a guy whose mum used to have a card with Booker. So she gave him his Booker card because she wouldn't really go home. So he was like, oh, well, we live around the corner from it. But anyway, so every so often we'd go to this Booker place and you could get packs of everything. You can get like these huge bags of like chicken nuggets. You can get alcohol like dead cheap, you know, where you're usually spending maybe £6-7 on a bottle of amaretto. You can get it for like £3.
And there's something like called, is it like Costco?
The Costco, yeah, Costco.
That's what Nathan just said. Yeah.
Oh,
but this is called Booker.
Oh.
But yeah, last time I went Booker, it was in my second year of uni, and I bought a 3-kilogram bag of Haribo Hearts, and it took
nice.
me 4 months. It took me 4 fucking months.
You know what I'd buy?
I'd buy like diabetic months just to eat it. It was awful.
I'd buy 3 kilograms of them mini eggs.
Yeah. It was just
mini eggs.
brutal.
Yeah,
because it's such a funny idea when you get something in such like a mass quantity. You're like, I got like 3 kilograms of Hearts, and then
sitting there, I
mean,
it's like
5. I was just like,
see,
attacking, come in.
for America, that's normal.
Yeah,
like, if you see the packs of sweets in America, it's like massive.
All right, mate. So when I went to New York, even though I was doing probably 30k steps a day, I had a bottle of Fanta. That's 70 to 80 grams of sugar per bottle. Yeah. That's ludicrous, man.
Again, there's no sugar tax out there. So
I was sitting there watching a
film. Nothing.
I was in this theatre thing watching this film. I forgot what it's called now. And I was literally pulsating. I thought, fucking hell, you. Staring on the Fanta
Is that too much? Oh God, yeah. No, I think America's overboard, really. I mean, and this is coming from a guy who loves a bit of sugar. But yeah, sugar. Oh, but
but as I say, that place like Booker, because it was so cheap to get alcohol, you know, those big, you know, those huge bottles of like Ciroc vodka, and they're like 30 quid. You can get them for like 22. So we'd get like 2 or 3 bottles, managed to make it last for the next few months. But then you have to ever go so often because, again, you can get all your frozen foods in like big, massive bags and like fresh products and stuff. You can get loads of it. Yeah, it was just good for time as well as money. So that's where I used to just go to get all my alcohol and just make it last. And that was the good thing about being a student as well, because of course you go out there every week. So, but yeah, it was just super good.
Whereabouts is that Booker's then?
You know Gosford.
Oh yeah.
Go by the roundabout, and it's I can't remember where it's next to. It's near Raglan House.
Right, so not far at all then.
Literally right next to it.
Oh,
but literally, my uni bedroom, I could see the back of Booker. I was just there like, I'm coming there.
Right. I've never been there before. Yeah. I feel like I know Coventry relatively well now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go then.
I mean, yeah, with these pubs, I've just seen different people, even I know, like going to these places, and it's kind of like, it's just busy. And I just kind of think like, wow.
My dad went for a Guinness in a quieter pub yesterday in Aldridge. Apparently it was like barely anyone in there. I was like, really? But Aldridge is quite a quiet place in general.
That's all right then, yeah.
I feel like it's okay if it's a quieter pub. Like, I'd be down for that. But to the pubs in Sutton Coldfield here, like every pub ever has just got queues. I just can't see the point. But one point, I'm not even that bothered.
I'd be more interested in that queuing than that. It's just like, no, not for me.
Yeah. I'm more interested in going to the cinema because they're replaying some old classics and stuff like that, which I'm a bit more interested in.
They are. What are they replaying?
Back to the Future's on there. I think Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back. I saw.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises, or the Dark Knight, one of them. There's loads. It depends which one you go to because not all the films are out yet. But
good movies. But the thing they all have in common is that they're good movies. And the problem is, obviously, with every good film, there are 10 bad films. And over the years of cinema, there have been some shit shows, honestly. There have been some brutal ones. What's the worst film you can think of? What's the worst film you can think of?
Oh, there are so many. But I've got a couple of minds.
Yeah, come on, Mike.
Me? Okay. I reckon the one that's on all of our minds, it's got to be The Room, right?
I knew it. I told
you. Let me guess, Ethan, you weren't thinking that.
I mean, yeah, it's wank, but no, I wasn't. It didn't even cross my mind for some reason.
Really?
I bet it's probably like shit.
You're thinking outside the box, yeah.
Thinking outside. I think it's just such a. I mean, you look at it and it's like, what is going on in this movie? What is the acting?
It's a weird, like, serious scenario.
Didn't he?
Ben did, yeah.
Yeah,
Ben met him. He met Tommy Wiseau.
Face photo of Ben and Tommy Wiseau here.
Yeah, that's just him.
Yeah.
But no, like it's a film that it's so like.
I didn't do it.
I hate his words, but it's absolutely.
I did not.
I did not.
Hi, Mark.
But it's like,
hi, Mark.
It's such a poor film, but it takes itself so seriously, and you're laughing because you think it's joking, but at the end you're like, wait, hang on, they were being real about that.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, I love the ending.
Were serious. It's like, oh my god, like.
Have you seen the Disaster Artist?
Forgive me.
I watched that 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I love that film. I love it. Yeah, I think
it's really weird to have a really good film about a bad film. It's like, but it's it's really good.
Nathan, what would you say them?
Oh, I've got a few. Batman and Robin.
That was my second choice. Yeah.
Bad. I mean, I know
Batman
back then superhero films were more or less like camp, you know, and that's what it is. You look at Adam West Batman, you know, he had fucking shark repellent spray. It's like, okay, well, I didn't know there was a beach in Gotham, but fair enough. But cool.
But at the same time, it follows up Michael Keaton's Batman movies because it's Batman and Batman Returns, and then you got Batman Forever, which is its own thing that's kind of shit as well, and then Batman and Robin, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that was.
Do you want an ice cream?
The Ice Age.
Double scoop.
You know what that reminds me of?
Oh, like
First uni, we did a project where we had to write like a script, and we got Michael to dress up as the Joker.
Yeah.
We threw an idea.
Throwback.
I was gonna get my face painted blue and wear a fish.
That would have been brilliant.
We should have done that. That was like the sequel.
Piss poor film.
That would have been 120% if you did that.
Yeah. It's First and Beyond. Like, it's a 0.
Without a doubt, yeah. Ethan, what about you?
Oh, yeah. All right, one that did come to mind. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you ever seen Deep Blue Sea?
Is that the one with Samuel Jackson?
Yeah, the shark movie.
Oh yeah.
He starts giving a speech and the shark just jumps up.
The shark grabs him. Yeah, that's all I've seen.
Yeah, what else is absolute garbage?
Have you ever seen Battlefield Earth?
Battlefield Earth?
What about
it's got John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker, and it's about these aliens who I think they sort of come over and take over Earth. But
it sounds about Los Angeles. I've seen that.
It is the most incomprehensible thing ever. Do you know what a Dutch angle is?
Yeah,
it's like when
it's
like filmed in a slum. The whole film is filmed with Dutch angles, and it's like, what's the fuck? It's like, hang on, like what is this? But I mean, just a bad film all around. What was you saying, Eve?
What I was saying, what was terrible. Well, I said it was in Battle Los Angeles as a film I saw. It was just to do with aliens.
That's with Neo, of all people.
What else is just shit? Just thinking.
I was going to say Battleship. You know the board game that was made into.
Is that Harrison Ford?
With
Rihanna.
Films, yeah.
I don't know why they made that.
That was a big actor in it. It was a big actor. Was it Liam Neeson or someone?
What, in Battleships?
Rihanna.
Yeah, Oscar winner Rihanna.
Classic. She's really known for that one.
Yeah, Beyonce is another one that's just big name, shit actress. Like, what's the point?
Lion King, she was.
I felt like
I'm not the biggest fan of her acting. Like, I think obviously she's an excellent musician, but the acting was just. I remember I saw that announced, and I instantly thought Austin Powers Goldmember when she was in that, and I was like,
they're gems. They're gems.
They're gems.
They're shit, but they're funny.
It's like stale acting.
Yeah.
Or, wait, Lion King's a serious project. Like,
that is true.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just insane. Any other bad films, Mike? Any that come to mind?
So for me, the Disney remakes were another like set of films that were kind of not that great because obviously The Lion King, it was the premise of let's remake this classic film that everyone loves and let's just make it look like a nature projects with all these real animals made from CGI. Like, it was a good idea. I remember I was excited by the cast more than anything. But
it was a good cast, yeah. Not just because I'm a Childish Gambino fan, but Donald Glover, Simba, James L. Jones coming back as Mufasa.
Darth Vader.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think you say it.
They had Eric Andre.
That sounded more like Arnie then.
Everything the light touches.
Everything the light touches is our empire.
That was a good impression. But yeah, like, and I didn't even see it in the end because I thought it looked shit. I was like,
I watched it much later
because I watched like loads of videos on it, and like the thing that it's missing is the emotion. And that's like the key part to why you love the Lion King.
You know, one reason why I feel it misses the emotion. I don't know about you, but the character's face have no facial expression.
No, I disagree, but not in the sense that I think it's good. I think actually because it's so hyper realistic and so, it looks so real, it's weird to see animals with facial expressions to the point where it just doesn't look real. It's like you've got all your CG and stuff, which is all really good. But it's like
they should have done a middle ground.
They'll animals like that never make facial expressions like that, so it's really hard to imagine that. And you're like,
I get that, yeah.
Like cry. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, you could have kept it like it was before, super cartoony. Then, or you could have it too realistic. It's like a David Attenborough documentary, or you could kept it in the middle where it was sort of a mixture of realism and cartoon with more facial expression. They just went sort of too high. They went to the high ground with it, didn't they?
I know Disney has. Go on, Michael. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say it's its own argument, isn't it? Because people say, oh, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse should have been live action, because it would have been great to see those characters in real life all swinging about. But the whole reason why that movie works was because it's animated, and like you can achieve those comic book moments that you wouldn't really get in real life.
It was probably one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, to be fair.
Probably my favorite comic book movie.
I know Disney films have a clause in their contract where every few years they have to make so many Disney remakes, and it's like, I'm not against it, but at the same time, it doesn't always feel like it's necessary. I remember the first one I saw was The Jungle Book, directed by Jon Favreau.
And I like that one.
That was with like Christopher Walken. Who was the Panther? Was it
Bill Murray? Bill Murray's in it.
It was Ben
Kingsley. Sorry,
Ben Kingsley.
Christian Bale's in the other one, but
Benedict Cumberbatch in one of them.
Sorry.
Benedict Cumberbatch in one of them.
He's Shere Khan in the other one. Idris Elba's the one in Jon Favreau. That's the better one. But
I like Jon Favreau's one.
I was like, it's a fair film, but it's like, I never felt like it was necessary. Like, I loved the old one. I loved the old one.
I never really watched the old one, to be fair.
Especially the King Louis song, I Want to Be Like You. That is just one of my favourite songs, like, in general. And it felt really weird to hear Christopher Walken sing it as this Gigantopithecus, which is...
He sang it weirdly, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a fucking weird accent. It's like, I'm Christopher Walken, and I
want to be like
you. I'll be like you.
I want to be like you.
That's great.
It's not Louis Prima singing. It's just... Now, I'm the king of the jungle. Like,
I'm the king of the jungle.
I want to see what you can do with the fire, you see? It's just really weird. Like, what's the other one? Beauty and the Beast.
Aladdin.
Aladdin's meant to be good, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't like it.
I wasn't a fan of it.
I went to see what Will Smith would do as the genie because Robbie Williams. Not Robbie Williams. What?
Robbie Williams.
Check that. Robin Williams.
Yeah, mate, what a guy.
Incredible as the genie. And I was like, I wonder if Will Smith will do the impressions and stuff like that. That might be quite fun. He didn't really do it. He kind of just, he was okay, but it's not Robin.
I think it works as well on his own, but like, if that was an original film, like there was no previous Aladdin film, it might have worked. And I think people's expectations when you hear remake, live action remake, you kind of, it's a bit of a collective groan because, like I said, with Jungle Book and like Beauty and the Beast and that, it's always like you've got the classics and everyone remembers the classics, but it's like, of course, then that hinders the live action one that you're going to see because you're so used to how clever the animated ones are. And to get these new ones, it's just kind of like, really? Like, we've got Little Mermaid, I think it's next year.
Yeah.
I'm interested because they've casted a black actress as Ariel, so I'm like, okay, cool.
We've
But
still
I don't mind that. Yeah.
We got Mulan coming out.
Yeah.
I swear in the next month. Mulan's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's coming out next month. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never watched the original. To be fair,
the original's really good, but they're not really following it
The
because they're not doing
original's like-
songs, and they haven't got Mushu the Dragon, which was voiced by Eddie Murphy.
See, I think that's such a shame.
Damn it! I'm like, all right, I'm interested in the film to what it's going to do by itself then, because it looks like it's going to be like a action war Disney film with. Oh no! But this is the thing that annoyed it as well. They got rid of the main bloke that's in it.
Yeah, they did.
That doesn't make sense because the whole point of Mulan was at the start of the film, all the guys were like, "You're a woman. You can't go to war because you're a woman. You need to stay at home and wars for men." So of course, throughout the whole film, she disguises herself as a man. Then she gets found out that she's a woman, and then it's the realization for them all that they go, "Oh well, you know what? Like, actually, she can do it. Like, you know, fuck it. There's no real rule.
Yeah,
this film
women can do it. Yeah,
rules don't exist.
Yeah, rules can't be broken." But it's like, but again, they got rid of the main character that came to that realization, and it's just sort of like, well, how do you characterize that then?
Yeah,
like, it's just such a weird decision. But I'll see what
I don't know. Yeah,
speaking. Go on, Mike. Go on. What are you saying?
I was gonna say because Mulan's probably my favorite of all of the classic Disney movies. I grew up on that movie, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of the stuff for the live action one. And I just don't find it very interesting. Like I think the music, especially, was one of the reasons why a lot of people love Mulan. You know,
I'll make a man out of you.
I'll make a man out of you.
Oh yeah,
well, a great song, and Eddie Murphy as the dragon was great. So I don't know.
So speaking of sort of
remakes,
I was going to say, speaking of like Disney films, obviously you got all these sort of live action stuff. What would you say is one of your favourite sort of animated, like so whether it's Pixar or Disney? What's something you've seen recently? You think's just a class? Like I'd say one of my favourite. I really enjoy Wreck-It Ralph.
I like Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah,
yeah. I've never seen it, but
I
heard it's good.
It's not bad, but
no,
that first one's good.
Oh, go on, Ethan.
I said I watched Outwards. Is it Onwards? Sorry, Onwards the other day.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad.
Outwards.
Outwards, baby.
I'm going out the house.
Yeah, Outwards, mate.
I haven't asked to decide it for a film, but I'm going out.
He's been Outwards, he is.
Got £1 for me to go shop.
What a good pitch for Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. It's like, do you want to start a film where you have to get out of the house in an hour and a half?
Get Outwards.
Yeah, go on then.
I'd watch that, yeah.
Yeah, I did want to watch Onwards. I really couldn't be bothered in the end, but yeah.
Was it good?
It looked all right.
Yeah, it weren't too bad. Just typical Disney. They all seem to follow the same sort of plot. So it starts off like normal, like there's some sort of trouble or something that comes into their life, like they think, oh, we've got to do this, and then there'll be like a little team, they're going on a little adventure. They'll eventually come across an obstacle. After overcome it, they end up failing, and then before you know it, they boom back.
Happy ever after.
Overcome, and
Okay.
It's the same in everything. So pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I really like Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite animations. Besides Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, then yeah, Big Hero 6 would be up there for me. And if not that, then like some of the classics like Hercules, Mulan, the like.
The thing is, all these, I love all the little sort of. They're all like original. That's one thing I like about it. They ain't doing a remake of it. So
exactly.
I love Tangled. I think Tangled was really good. And
I like Tangled.
Good because we've seen the Rapunzel story before, but it's different. Like this was good.
That's what Disney should strive for. Like not remaking it. Like make new films. People like their new films just as much as they like the old films. You know, like I don't want to see what I've seen already.
Twist on it, yeah.
You want to? I mean, you know how like if you keep remaking the same thing, it's just gonna get old and you're just gonna kill it. You're gonna drive it to the ground. Whereas we've seen that happen in so many different series, and that you gotta know when to stop.
I just kind of get scared where it's like, how many times can you remake something before it becomes stale? Like, what if we just get to a point where it's like Lion King, but this time you're in the film, and it's like we really fly you out to the African savannah. You do get chased by pride of lions.
In Rocky, like, don't do that no more.
Like, hey Simba, oh fuck, Simba's coming.
Avengers Endgame is an all-out brawl, and you're just in the middle of it all.
Who's that big purple bastard coming this way?
Shit! Turns into dust.
Is that Shrek?
That's Shrek.
That's a whole topic on its own. What movie would you want to be in if you could be?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. What last topic? Yeah, that's a good one, actually. Nice one. What film would you be in if you could?
Because, like, essentially, if you're living in, like, say, the Avengers, like, what would your role be? Would you be, like, a superhero? Would you just be a bystander? Because that's kind of a shitty world to live in.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're living in a world where aliens attack is normal.
Yeah, with all these films, you have to weigh out, like, what's actually going on. Like, with Avengers and stuff, it's good to see it, but it's like, if you were actually part of that kind of pandemic, you would be fucking scared shitless.
Like, realistically, yeah. Like, imagine watching your family turn to dust, and you're like,
I'd want to be. I'd want to be peak Thor. You know that scene where he just fucking jumps off. You know, the big bridge, in Thor Ragnarok. Just comes down and Led Zeppelin music on and just smashes down. Fucks everyone.
Yeah.
And the other bit, you know, where he rocks up in Infinity War, just comes out and fucks all them
out. The music. Oh, yeah.
Nick.
So wait,
I'd like to be in a film where, you know, it's a little bit less tense and my life is not as much. I don't know. Do you know what? If I had to pick like an action film to be in, it'd be Django.
Oh, good one. That's a great one. Right.
What's he say? Say goodbye, Mrs. Johnson. What?
Say goodbye, Mrs. Johnson.
Goodbye, Mrs. Johnson.
Goodbye, Mrs. Johnson, please. I'm Johnson.
Well, that scene. Oh man, I love Django.
It is Tarantino, like over the top violence and stuff. I mean, to be fair, Quentin Tarantino actually he's so renowned for his violence. He actually has his own. I think it's like a shade of red. It's like a shade of red or something for blood. It's like Tarantino blood or Tarantino.
Yeah, jeez.
But I love that story. Just the sort of flip side of history, but it's kind of like
that's good.
Jamie Foxx, though, what an actor! I'm looking forward.
It's good singer, good actor, good producer, good writer. It's just like wow. Honestly.
I know what I would choose just because I'm a massive fanboy, and it'd be a terrible decision, but I would love to be in The Shining. Just so I could see the hotel in my own real life. I'd be walking through and killed by friggin' Jack himself.
On a holiday to
I'm off to the Overlook Hotel.
Gonna be amazing.
Oh man, but
it'd
be so cool.
What's that down there? Is that grandma doing?
Well, there's two girls doing.
There's two girls doing, yeah.
Lady, you gotta get out of my bathtub.
Hey, look, Jack Nicholson,
I'm a happy man.
Fucking shower here, man. Stop breaking down the door.
I got a girlfriend. Get out. I think that'd be so cool.
That goes for all of you listening as well. You know, if you're going to think about what film you want to be in,
all right,
just consider your life.
I don't know what time we're on, but I got one more thing.
Right,
on the top of your head, from now, what is one of your favourite films? Just on the top of your head, if you had to say it, it can be anything.
Shawshank Redemption.
The Shining.
I'll say.
Oh, okay. So Stephen King. Okay.
I love it. I absolutely
really like Interstellar.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. Yeah. No, nice one, guys. I tell you what, though, Nathan, you said Shawshank, didn't you?
I did.
I think it's just all right, personally.
Oh, you're a prick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I watched it a long time ago, though. I need to give it a rewatch.
I think I prefer like Django and all that, though. I mean,
I'd say that. Yeah.
I think I prefer Django.
Django's great, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Shawshank because it's like it shows, you know, it relates with current affairs about, you know, corruption in the system and in the government and policing and such and the justice system.
Yeah.
And
true.
You know, even though it's a slow build up and whatnot, it does show, you know, shit is messed up. You know, he only gets it good because he starts accounting for one of the officers, and even then, that would be like a massive stroke of luck because he was about to get chucked off the building. It's just like,
Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Because
they were all scrubbing, and he was like, "Oh, like my wife's left me, and blah blah blah." Like, now I've got to pay out and stuff. But Tim Robbins was saying, I can help you, like the IRA wouldn't touch a single cent. And of course, he's just like, what the fuck are you listening for, man? Like, you're scum, like, blah, blah, blah. And then he ends up getting it good because he's so smart for what he does. But yeah, it shows, like I said, it relates with current affairs, which is like corruption stuff, which is really nice. So
if you've not seen
that's a good choice.
If you've not seen it, if you're on about current affairs, watch the film Detroit with John Boyega and Theo.
I've heard of that.
I will. I have been meaning to watch that.
That's brilliant, mate. You get angry watching it. You think, like leave it.
On that note,
thank
you very much for listening. You have been
great conversation.
We'll have our boy Mr. Ben Kirby back next week, and
we'll see him soon, hopefully.
Otherwise, thank you for tuning in today. And
thanks.
Be sure to check out for the highlights. Check out our Chris tier list if you haven't seen it, and
please
we'll
do.
be sure to make another one of those. And with social distancing / lockdown laws starting to kind of relax, hopefully we can start doing stuff together again. So
fingers crossed, guys.
That's something to look out for.
Babblin live.
Babblin live. But thank you everybody for watching.
Guys. Thank you.
We'll see you later. Take care.